Hey everyone, welcome back to AWESMR Pop. We've been on a popsicle kick lately, so today I'm going to do a little twist and instead of ice cream, we're making Cakesicles. But before we jump into it, if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any awesome videos. Alright, let's do this! So I'll start by making the cake batter. Let's add in a cup of sugar, half a stick of softened butter. We'll cream this together. Now let's crack in 2 eggs. Now for 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Time for the dry ingredients. Let's add in 1 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/8 teaspoon of salt into 1½ cups of flour. Let's add this in batches so it doesn't get everywhere. Now for some extra creaminess, let's add in half a cup of milk. That looks nice and smooth. At this point, you can add in whatever extras you want. I'm going to go with rainbow sprinkles. You can also add food coloring. Let's set that aside while we prep the pan. You still want to grease the parchment paper. Just use the butter wrapper like this. Then just dump in your batter and smooth it out. I'm going to pop this into a preheated oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. While that's baking, let's work on the chocolate. I'm going to melt some white chocolate in the microwave. Do this for 20-second intervals until it's smooth. Now let's spoon it into the molds. You can tilt it to coat the sides like this. I actually prefer to use a paintbrush. The first layer doesn't have to be perfect. We'll be adding another one. Now insert your popsicle stick just a bit. Let's pop this into the fridge for a few minutes so it sets. Now let's add a second layer to the areas that look a little thin. Let's pop this back into the fridge until it's ready to fill. Our cake is done! To be sure, you can stick a toothpick in and see if it comes out clean. Let's cut a piece of this and we'll crumble it. Now add in whatever frosting or buttercream you want. That will act as a binder. Give it a mix until it's moldable and it holds its shape. That looks good! Let's pack it into the popsicle molds. And now let's cover the top with some more chocolate. Whoops! Hold on, I forgot to push in the sticks first. You want to do this before you coat the top. Now just pop this into the fridge to harden for a bit. It should only take a few minutes. Now let's take them out of the mold. Check it out! That looks nice and smooth. Let's set that aside and we'll melt some more chocolate to decorate. I'm going to use this nerdy Nummies melting pot to melt some pink chocolate melts. Keep mixing it until it's melted and smooth. Now let's scoop it into a piping bag. Let's go drizzle it onto the Cakesicles. I'll also add some pink sprinkles. You want to do this while the chocolate is still warm, that way it sticks. And here's the finished product. I love the way they turned out. I've actually never had Cakesicles before, so let's give it a try. That's good. It's basically like a big cake pop. So if you love those, you'll love these. Hey everyone, welcome back to AWESMR Pop. Sushi is one of my favorite foods, so today we're going to do a little twist and make sushi cupcakes. These are so cute and fun to make, and I can't wait to show you how. But before we jump into it, if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any awesome videos. Alright, let's do this! So here's some of the things we'll need to really transform the cupcakes. I'll be using this classic white cake mix, but I'll show you what to add to give the cupcakes that spongy rice look. For the rice texture, we'll be using coconut shavings. We need black fondant for the seaweed. And for the toppings, I have popping boba and a variety of candies. And I'll be baking everything in this Nostalgia Express maker. Alright, so let's start by making the cake batter. I'm going to use half of this box since we're making mini cupcakes. This box is 432 grams. So let's go ahead and measure out half of that, which is 216. Perfect! Now instead of the usual eggs and oil, I'm going to grab half a cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. And then add in half a cup of water. And that's it! Just mix that up. Careful not to overmix this. You can already see how the consistency is more airy. Let's go line the baking tray. Now just scoop in about a tablespoon. Let's bake these for 9 minutes. You can check if it's fully baked by inserting a toothpick. If it comes out clean, you're good. Let's take these out and let them cool. I'll pop in another batch. This recipe makes about 3 batches. Once they're cool, just peel off the liner to reveal the cupcake. Now these are ready to decorate. Let's roll out the fondant. If it becomes sticky, just sprinkle on some flour. Now cut this into strips so we can wrap the sushi. Just wrap it around like this, cut off any excess, and then pinch it closed. Now grab some white frosting and coat the top. Then sprinkle on the coconut shavings to give it that rice texture. Now we can add on whatever candy we want. That looks delicious! This looks like a tuna roll. Let's make some more. This time I'll make a nigiri. That looks awesome! Now for this one, I'll add the popping boba. This looks like fish eggs. I love this one. Let's make a few more before we plate it up. And here's my finished product. Let me know in the comments what you think, and what kind of candy would you put on yours? Now it's time for the taste test. That's delicious! The cake is super fluffy and light, and the coconut shavings give it a nice texture. All in all, this was a fun activity that lets you be super creative. Try it out! Well, this was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to see more. Thanks!